welcome to the next episode of Amplify with Aarti. Today we have a very special guest, Mr. Leo Fernandez. Thank you, Leo, for coming and gracing my show.
Thank you so much, Aarti, and congratulations for this fantastic show with a great theme. Delighted to be on, and delighted to all your viewers. I'm very delighted to spend this time with all of you.
Thank you so much, Leo. So let me take this opportunity to introduce Leo. So Leo is the CEO and co-founder of Talentees. So he's very passionate about creating tomorrow's leaders today, and that's the Talentees mantra. So that's about Talentees. In the course of talk, he will tell you more about Talentees. So prior to this, he was the managing director of Accenture Singapore, and he was seeing the outsourcing businesses in the Asia Pacific region. So that's about Leo. I am feeling very honored and very privileged to host you, Leo. It's such a pleasure.
It's my pleasure and honor to be here with you, Aarti. Thank you.
So Leo, let's dive in straight into our questions. One thing which always inspires me when I look up to you is that you had a stable career. And how did you make this career choice of choosing a different career path? Didn't you feel scared enough to start a new venture? Will it be successful? Will it not be successful? Because ultimately you need to see your financial stability as well.
No, that's a good question, Aarti, and I think I'll be lying if I said that there was no fear. Clearly, when you make such a huge decision, definitely you're worried about the uncertainties in the future. But I think I had a few advantages, right? One is my faith in God. So I always rely on my faith in God to guide me in my decision making so that I'm doing the right thing. Second, I think the support of my family played a big role because particularly a big decision like this, I don't think you can make. And my advice to anyone thinking about it is don't ever make this kind of a jump if you don't have the full wholehearted support of your family. I also had the benefit of going into this venture with my good friend and co-founder Pradeep. So that also, helped make the decision. I think also, as you rightly pointed out, it's important to get your finances right. So for someone who's thinking about this decision, if you want to close the one F of fears, think about the three Fs which I just told you, right? So faith in God, family support, and finances, get it right? So I do think that it's very important for people to get their finances right, especially in terms of ensuring that you don't have any debts and that you have, made provision for some of the priorities. And the priorities bit, I think it helps when you distinguish between your needs and wants. I think for many of us in the corporate world, when we think about striking it out on our own, usually what holds us back is that we have converted a lot of wants into needs. And therefore, we keep postponing the decision saying, how can I give this up? How can I give? But I think if you honestly confront what are really needs and what are really wants, then you will find that you're actually making excuses, that you can live without a lot of the things that you told yourself you couldn't live without. And the whole thing, which was a dream, can come into the realm of possibility. So I think that is a big thing. The other is, I would always suggest when you're making this kind of a decision to never do it as a running away from something. So I remember delaying my decision whenever there was a tough time at the office, right? So in my job, if ever there was a tough time, I would never have gone ahead with this decision at that time, because then it's a kind of running away. Whereas I think this kind of a decision should be running towards something. So you must wait until you find something that really draws you, that you're deeply convinced about. And then I think the fears die down and the importance of your new adventure takes precedence.
So beautifully said. I love the way you said that you need to understand your needs and the wants. And so important to make the right choices. So if you make the right choices, then only you can see the life changing. You cannot just sit and wait for things to happen. Simple things. If you even have to choose a food, you make choices, right? What to eat and what not to eat. Maybe that might not be a very impactful decision on your career or something, but yes, to make those choices that will lead to right consequences. So important. And family support is must. It's not one person, the whole family is supporting you in this.
Very true.
Hats off to your family, and such a wonderful courage and confidence needed to get into such a decision.
Thank you. Yes.
So next, Leo, how did this idea of Talentees came into your head? Why not some other new venture? You could have planned any new venture. Why this Talentees?
So maybe I should go back to one of the frameworks that inspired me a lot, which is the Jim Collins Three Circles framework. For those of you who are not familiar with it, all of us as human beings, we have a proficiency circle, things we are good at, a passion circle, things we are passionate about, and a third circle, which is your purpose in life, right? So I think in most of your career, you find sometimes you're very proficient about certain things, but you may not be passionate about it, and it might not be your purpose in life. For me, I think the journey to Talentees was the journey of these three circles intersecting, where I felt that things that I was good at, with what I was passionate about, with what I believed was God's purpose for me on planet Earth, right? So I think a lot of reflection brought me to that realization that here is something. Does not mean that my corporate career did not have meaning and I was not making a difference there. Certainly you enjoy that. But I think my search for meaning meant that at some point I would give up my corporate career because as one friend told me, life should never be an infinite elongation of a straight line, right? Once that starts happening where you're literally doing the same thing every day, if I had stayed in the corporate world, perhaps someday I might have been running $100 million business. After a few years, $1 billion business. It would just be adding zeros, to what you had already been doing. So I clearly wanted to do something different. And I always wanted to work with children. I was very passionate about working with children because I believed that working with children would make a difference in the future. And therefore, I think all those kind of came together, particularly the work that I'd been doing in the corporate world, where you could see that leadership skills are being imbibed too late, are being taught too late. So I think it's that combination which ultimately resulted in Talentees coming to fruition.
So well said. And when you were speaking about passion, I always, when I try and working with the students to find their passion, I do that ikigai. So that is something, it's very important to understand the passion. Otherwise, Monday morning getting up is a pain. So if you enjoy your Mondays and there's a huge smile on your face, you're at the right place. So that's really, really well said. Tell us something a little bit even deep dive in about Talentees, those people who don't know what is Talentees.
So I would say Talentees maybe is built on three hypotheses, right? So one is that most of the problems in the world today, in the community, in companies and organizations, if you dig deep enough, it is a leadership problem. Most of the problems. I strongly believe that if you dig deep enough, whether it's conflict in the world, hunger, poverty, everything, if you dig deep enough, it is a poverty of leadership. So that's the first hypothesis, right? That if we had more leadership in the world, we would be able to solve problems better. The second was that leadership is best built early. As I shared with you, as adults, we find it very difficult to change some of the habits, attitudes, belief systems that we have imbibed right through our life.
Yeah.
So I think the second principle for Talentees is that if we can work with children at a young age and build leadership in them, then you have a much higher chance of leadership filled adults making a difference tomorrow. And the third thing on which Talentees is built is that leadership is not just skills, it is competence, character and conviction. And that's why at Talentees we work with children on skills and values to ensure that both those come together. So I think the Talentees journey for me personally has been a journey where we have really enjoyed the meaning of making that impact with the children. So we have last year completed over 1 million children impact sessions.
Wow.
And every year we serve almost 25,000 children and young adults. And last year, because of COVID, we even launched the whole thing online. So today we have more than 100 mentors, coaches, counselors who can reach out to children and young adults. And my big miracle of Talentees, I would say, is the blessing of the people who were sent to us. I think when there's a saying that when you decide on something with conviction, the universe conspires to support you. For me, that happened through people who were sent to us, right from all our team to all our facilitators. We were just sent, miraculously the best kind of people who brought both the best of their heads and the best of their hearts. So that's the Talentees, journey that has made such a meaningful difference in my life over the last few years.
Thanks you, Leo, for sharing this. Those people who are not aware, I am also a life coach at Talentees in their online portal, done several projects with Talentees, and it's so important to nourish the children right from the beginning. Unlearning, believe me, it's very difficult. Unlearn, learn. Yes, we do it at daily basis, and so important to put skills and values hand in hand. Uh, right now, there was a time would have white collar jobs. Now it's a yellow collar jobs. COVID time, many people have seen in these unprecedented times how many skills you're more successful because you never know how is the threats and opportunities are going to be thrown at us. So important. So, Leo, the last question, which is the most important, what is your amplification mantra? Tell viewers that what Leo believes in. What is the Leo's amplification mantra?
I think I maybe have quite a few. What I could share today with our viewers is I've always believed that in life you give power to what you focus on. So if you focus on the positive things in life, you give power to that. If you choose to focus on the negative things in life, then that will grow in your life. So I've tried to operate my life as much as possible on the simple mantra that you give power to what you focus on. So since there's so much talk about 4Gs and 5Gs, I usually have a 5G, right? So I believe what I focus on is the grace of God, because I believe without that no success would be possible. I believe gratitude is something that I naturally try to focus on, counting my blessings. I think giving is the other thing that you should focus on in your life, which I would call the kind of 3G. Goals, which I think is what gives your life meaning and purpose, and then success. And finally, what I would say is to always aim for great instead of just good. So if I can summarize what I focus on to give that power, it's the 5Gs. So I believe if you focus on this, it grows and becomes more powerful and more energizing in your life.
Very true. I love this. Is my aha moment. This is my takeaway, the 5G. So that's so nice. And always I keep telling students that if we don't have a vision, we don't have a goal, it's like a ship without an anchor. So it's so important to have a goal driven and have a positive mindset. Because if we have a positive mindset, then only we are going to have a growth mindset. Otherwise, it's a fixed mindset. And at every point of life, you, me, we have 2 decades of experience. In fact, maybe yours is 3 decades of experience. So still we have to learn each day. So learning stops, I think life stops. So
bang on, Aarti.
So let's have some fun now, and
hopefully not at my expense.
So I've planned a small game for you. So okay. I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
No explanation required, just one word or one sentence. What is the first thing? It's going to be very difficult.
If you ask my team, they will rarely say they have a one-word moment from me.
That's okay. But here it is restricted to one word or one sentence. So I hope you're ready.
Go for it, Aarti.
So let's know some secrets about Leo today. So the first one, describe Leo in one word.
That's easy. Blessed.
That's nice. Your biggest challenge?
Balancing serving children across the world with serving my own 2 children at home, ensuring that I do justice being a father at home.
Good. One food you really crave for all the time?
Sweets, anything. Any type of sweet.
So now I'm going to put you into trouble. One person without whom Talentees would not have been possible.
I've got to cheat and say 2, because definitely my wife Teresa, because without her, I don't think I could have even had the courage for this. And Pradeep, my friend and co-founder of Talentees.
Okay. What is the first thing that you do when you wake up in the morning?
Green tea and then meditation.
Okay. Your inspiration and role model?
All of my family, but particularly the 3 women in my life, my mom, my wife, my daughter.
Very nice. Your son is going to be envy after listening to that.
That's why I said all the people in my family, but especially call out these 3.
Okay. So I've always seen you calm. When is the last time you got angry and why?
I would say recently, in terms of public events, when Disha Ravi was arrested, that made me angry. That moment. I won't go further into the explanation, but that was an anger moment.
Your most memorable experience.
The birth of my children.
Okay. And one value you can't give up on, but you hold very close to your heart.
I think faith in God is the center of my life. So that's something which informs everything else in my life.
Your favorite book and author?
Good to Great, Jim Collins.
Yes, that's my favorite too. Good. So we come to an end to our rapid fire questions. Thank you so much. I'm sure audience is going to love this part of Leo. Thank you so much for coming to my show, Leo. You're really sweet that you agreed to do this. Your story is going to inspire so many.
You're very, very gracious to say that, Aarti. It's been my absolute pleasure to be here, and all the very best to all of you watching and listening. God bless you all.
In the description below, you would find Talentee's link. If anybody wants to explore about Talentees, it will be there. And I would like to end at a nice poem which I read somewhere. Dreams need people, like people need dreams. Vision needs somebody to make them real it seems. World is a canvas. Make a kind of your picture. Hold on to your dreams. Just believe that you can. Nothing is going to stop you. So stay tuned and let's amplify with Aarti. Do subscribe if you like my content. And thanks once again, Leo, for gracing my show. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Bless you. Thank you.